Alright, we're doing this again, aren't we? Okay. I really didn't want to use the camera, but it looks like it's just kind of being annoying with me. So, if anyone has any recommendations for how to not do a camera, so this isn't the first thing that you guys see, I'm open to hear it. Okay, so I may breathe very loud. This mask is kind of hard to breathe through. Yeah, in case you didn't know, your animatronic in the first game is Chica. Wonder what gave that away. Okay. How am I supposed to look at the camera like this? Oh my gosh. Like, why do I look like that? Why can't it just look straight when I'm looking at it normally?
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of fruit flies. Holy shit.
Don't mind that, please. That's just family member. Please ignore that. Why look at the tier list? I'm just gonna unplug the charger because this is... Alright, it looks like we have a decent list so far.
Twins, that's Quinn soundbite for sure.
Just ignore that, please. Alright, there's...
I gotta spray some mosquito spray.
Okay, hang on a sec. Please just ignore it. Please just ignore all that. That's just my brother.
Do not open that door.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. Okay. I hope that's the last we see of him right now. What kind of tier list is this? I don't think there's enough characters on this list. Okay. I guess this is like the manga edition. Yeah, forgive me for this, because I'm just trying to find the right one. I like this. I would like to include like manga characters, because I feel like they don't get enough love because of the freaking anime, but whatever. I still like the anime, but I just feel like it really doesn't help. If you know what I mean. Okay, so yeah, this looks good. Alright, I'm gonna share the screen. One moment. Freaking itchy eyeball. Rough start so far. Last time I tried doing a live stream, I just went on and on and on about a few personal stuff. I think it got to the point where I was just kind of rambling because I was bored. And I was gonna keep it, like, even despite that. But then I freaking rewatched the live stream, and it turns out, like, at some point, it's just mostly black. Like, it doesn't show what I'm drawing. It doesn't show my face. You just hear me rambling. You hear about this girl rambling about her, about fun memories with her late father and stuff like that. It's kind of weird stuff, but you know, I was like, okay, whatever. There are people that say good things. Like, it was mostly good things. Like, pretty much like just good things about my dad. So I was willing to be like, okay, whatever. Like, it was a few personal things, but not like anything concerning or anything. But at the same time, you know. But yeah, then I saw the footage and I was like, oh crud, it didn't film me drawing, and then like it ended at some point where it was inappropriate. And I was like, okay, we're gonna have to redo this, aren't we? So maybe I won't do this for an hour. So I won't dilly-dally any longer. So there we go. Is this thing on? Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Okay. Okay. Can you guys see this? Can you? Oh, there we go. See my face still. It's so weird, right? Like, it's so off-putting to see Chica's face in this, like, lineup. But none of you saw the last live stream, so I'm just gonna sum it up. I just basically was talking about how, like, I had this box mask that would have felt more appropriate for this. Except I can't find it right now. I'm honestly too lazy to find it. Because my rabbit is in the room where I last saw it. And sometimes I'm just not in the mood to mess with that rabbit. Because that rabbit is a male. And let's just say if you have a male rabbit, you know exactly where that goes. So just making sure this works. Okay. We gotta start with like... Do we start with the main character or do we start with like the side characters? These all look like... I'm just... How ridiculous would it be if it turns out Kaneki wasn't on this list? Like, freaking Kaneki isn't on this list? That'd be so hilarious, yet so concerning. It'd be like, you have everyone except the main character on here. But let's look, maybe he's in here. I'm just kind of blind. I don't have my glasses on, so... Yeah, I don't see him. Okay, maybe we have to look for a new list. Okay. This, like... Oh, wait. Is this Kaneki? Okay, I don't know if to count this as Kaneki because Kaneki has like 3 or 4 different personas. It's so weird to just consider this one only Kaneki. Like, now looking at him, now I'm like, okay, yeah, that's definitely Kaneki. But yeah, anyway, should we start off with like our main guy, or should we just do this in the order it's in? Forget, we'll just do it in the order it's in. Okay, so we have Motto. Okay, Motto's not going in D. Guys, don't worry, she's not going in D. I promise you she's not going in D, okay? We have Motto. Okay, so I'm just gonna put her in C because it's like middle ground, right? Like, are you guys with me on? Okay, maybe not that. B is the middle ground. Okay. Listen, this is my hot take, but I feel like I should like Motto more than I actually do. And it's sad because I'm aware that I should be more into her, like, as a character than I am. She goes through this character growth throughout the... Like, then again, what character hasn't gone through a quote-unquote character growth, if you think more on that? But Akira didn't really stand out to me all that much. Just because, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry for anyone I upset. Okay, I'm really sorry. She's interesting in some aspects. Such as when she, like, has these conflicting viewpoints because people she's close with suddenly are on the ghoul side. Like Heise or Sato, or like, yes, Amon. Okay, I'm sorry I said Amon last. Amon should have been like the first one to mention with that example. But yeah, she's just not too interesting of a character to me. I'm sorry. But maybe we could try to dig deep. Because I just started, so maybe I'm just like not really too prepared to like to list her off quite yet. So from what my gathering was, I really did enjoy Motto's impression for like the first rival she was in. She was shown to be like quite organized and serious with her work. And I liked her like very nonchalant, like orderly, precise, and punctual personality. I actually kind of related to that in some degree, but not completely too much. I'm not really an organized person. I mean, it depends on what you considered organized. But she's also pretty interesting in how she set her boundaries, but at the same time she has moments of vulnerability. That episode where like she gets, or that episode and slash um chapter where like she gets like out and like drinks, and she's like a little tipsy but not too much, and she's revealing bits and pieces of her goofy side. Then it's revealed her like vulnerable side, and it turns out she has resentment towards Amon because like why should he be promoted when her father worked so hard and didn't expect a promotion in return, and he ended up dying as quote unquote because of Amon. She has that hidden resentment that she's not really showing, and she's really good at hiding because she's professional like that. I love that about her. Like she doesn't let grudges get in the way of things, unlike her coworker, Suino Takizawa, Data Takizawa. We'll get to him later, but I okay, maybe I'm starting to see interest in her and her growth in a weird way, like how she becomes this like shadow of a man who's dead and she's his daughter. But at the same time she becomes her own person. Like I almost forget about her being like the OG Mato's daughter. And I just think of, whenever I think of Mato, I think, okay, Akira. I just think of her now. So B seems a bit harsh, but A does certainly seem fitting, especially when you consider her later development and how she starts to get more vulnerable and starts opening her mindset. That scene with Toka, Hinami, and everyone else. I love that conversation, by the way. Like, finally, like, these two are talking, and it kind of needed to happen. And I'm glad it did. Because Toka, like, had time to mature herself. And we'll get to that later, but because of Toka's input and her care for, like, the young, because the young ghouls and young children altogether, they usually offer a very good mindset because children are usually born so neutral and usually pretty good. Like they're neutral and sometimes good, but sometimes they can be mean. But that's besides the point. But I love that. It was like this like genuine moment that I start to feel for Akira because she's not gonna just shift into like after she saved a ghoul, she knows okay I'm screwed because I just saved this ghoul's life, even if he was once a human. And this whole conflict of like eternal conflict of I respect my father, I don't hate my father, and I respect and I like glorify my father for the things he does, and it's like for the things he did. And she doesn't think of his actions as a mistake, but more as like a reason to respect him for it. But then she becomes all conflicted when she hugs Hinami. That just broke my heart when she hugged Hinami, especially in the manga. The way it's drawn and how peaceful it looks and how forgiving it feels. She's forgiving Hinami, who never even freaking killed her father. I mean, she injured him, but that's besides the point. And learns to let go and just like learns to like actually try to open her mind. Like, what side am I supposed to be on? So yeah, I think A is fitting for her. But then like she goes into the war and we get all that. But you know, I think A is a good fit for her, especially with how I see her. This is remember guys, I'm sorry if the list makes you upset, but this is a personal list, okay? If I don't like a character a certain way, it's fine. If you like the character, that's fine too. Just please don't go attacking me, okay? I'm sorry. It is what it is. I don't think there's really toxic members of the Tokyo Ghoul community, so that's good. Amon, the absolute goat. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm saying this nicely. I mostly loved Amon in like before Re because like in Re he just kind of gets forgotten about, like low key forgotten about until like he's needed. But then at the same time in Re he's like somewhat present. He's like kind of omnipresent. He's there like in the back of shadow, like he's a shadow in the distance. Like you could see the panels, like he's in the distance, and whenever someone's referring to like he or him or this or that or this idea, or like you see a hooded figure who's implied to be Amon. And he was prevalent even in like Re. Amon was a very interesting character to me because because he represented like this ultimate like form of justice. He was like the far leaning human. Like he was like many investigators, but what made him very different from many investigators was that he actually considered who the real enemy was. Like he was still working for CCG when he was like asking this question, but then he started questioning. Okay, it's like, what are their plans? Like, where do we fit into this? Like, doesn't he remember reading the manga? Like, when that happened, when he was like actually questioning them, I thought that made him so cool. Like, I genuinely thought he was so cool. He got so much development when he went through his journey as like an orphan and a victim of like a form of trauma where his friends were killed and eaten by a ghoul who he believed to be a father figure, ended up being a complete monster. And his feelings around that are so complicated and real. Such as like him like having to constantly remind himself of the trauma he went through. Like him carrying that cross necklace around, but then it's like spoilers. Again, this is spoilers for anyone who hasn't read these. But essentially, like, here we have like this man who's just like so held back because of this hate. And by the end of all of it, like you finally see his healing journey through that. And he finally admits, I love my father. It's like a son can't help but love his father. And his journey from that and his relationships with that are so well done, weirdly. And his like correlation with Kaneki really adds to the top of cake. He's like the foil character to Kaneki, really. And I loved him for it, really. It made Kaneki think, and Kaneki made Amon think, because, oh, crud, there was actually a good ghoul. How many good ghouls are there? He starts questioning all this. And I like that. Like, in the reunion scene, yeah, he's going in S, guys, I'm sorry, but he's going in S right away, I'm sorry. Like, that, just that, it was just amazing to me. It was, like, that reunion scene, how they're actually talking. Sincerely, I really do wish there was more to be had. Like, more conversation-wise, but I think they said what they needed to say, so it really didn't matter in the end. But yeah, by the end of it, he finally got his closure. He's implied to have ended up with Akira, which I'm happy for. I'm that type of shipper. I love these two together. I'm hoping that's what happened, but I love the implication just to keep the reader's minds open to interpretation. Here we have I'm pretty sure his name is, just checking to see if you guys are seeing this okay. Come on now, not now. No. Come on, stop that. Yeah, you guys are seeing it okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to think on this, okay. I forgot his name. I knew his name. Okay, okay, is anyone in my chat right now? No. If anyone wants to jump in and help my stupid ass, because this is supposedly my special interest, and I'm just, like, zoning it out right now. Okay. Arima. It was Arima. Of course. I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but he's so overrated. I'm sorry. Like, I know he has his important role. I know he's a tragic character. I know he has these sad moments. But sometimes I just don't care. I care about Kaneki's progression throughout the whole thing. But I don't care about him as a character. I'm sorry. I mean, I care in some aspect, okay? That's fair. But I really don't think he's that high up. I'm so sorry. I really want to put him back up. But personally, I just don't see the hype. He has his important journey on Kaneki, and that's great. But him himself as a character is not that interesting to me. And yeah, I get it. You're about to say, well, he revealed the identity of like demi-humans and like the true nature of the Washus. Like, yeah, that's great. Except other characters could have literally done the same thing. Hide could have done it. Like, freaking Dr. Kano could have done that. And that's saying something. Dr. Kano, we'll get to him later, but it says something where like any other character could have told Kaneki or the freaking viewers or readers just like what's going on, because that's the thing with anime. It's like, I get it, okay? I get it. And just this whole identity of V, I get it's important, and I know he's important for that. But he's really, like, anyone else could have told you, because there's other people that know. It doesn't make him that special. And I know he's goated as hell. There's no denying that. He's a badass investigator, and I love that about him. He's cool, okay? He's so freaking cool. Of a concept, but it just kind of felt poorly. It felt kind of poorly. I mean, then again, it is kind of interesting how the only reason he spared Kaneki was, oh, he managed to cut me. I need to train him so he can freaking kill me. I thought that was interesting. But he's not that interesting to me. I'm so sorry. Again, there's some aspects I kind of like about him, and I think are badass, but to me, personally, execution just was not done all that well. I'm sorry. Who's this motherfucker? Who's this motherfucker again? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop sharing the screen just briefly. I'm so sorry. Just to like look up this mother effer's name, cause it's so embarrassing. The Quink Squad members. Okay, I know he's part of the Quinks. Okay, I know he's part of the Quinks. I'm just going to tell you guys right away. I know for certain my top 5 favorite characters are most likely going to be in double S. Okay, they're definitely going to be in double S probably. We'll have to see. Maybe one, like maybe my 6th favorite could end up being an S depending on it, but you know. Who's this fucker? Okay, Shinzapei Ora. We're just going to call him Ora because that's a mouthful. I'm so sorry, guys. I really, really am. I'm so sorry. Okay, Oda. He's going in D, guys. No, he's actually going lower than D. In E. Yeah, his aunt got injured or something, and he just goes ballistic after that. And thank you, thank you. What was it? I feel so embarrassed. Okay, freaking Toru Musuki, of all people, was just like, hey, about your aunt. Hey, so it sucks that your aunt got hurt and lost both of her legs, so how about we just take it out in the ghouls and let's go batshit in the meantime? He's just kind of there after that. I don't care about this guy. I'm sorry. I care about about lesser people, like people who should be considered more boring, but you know, it is what it is. So we're not even giving him the time of day. We're just going to put him straight in E. He just gets annoying and let's deal with it. Ayato doesn't deserve a C. He deserves a B. Just because I think he's so cool and I like his growth as a brother, as potentially Hinami's love interest. I ship it, okay? I know, it's never really explicitly said, alright? I just see chemistry there. And I want to say more about Ayato, but I just want to say he's cool. I really like him. He's no Toka. Okay, I like Toka better. Fight me if I'm not, but yeah, I do like Toka more, and I do like his development as a character as a whole. Cause you see him go from this like supposedly cold killer, it's like who despises humans, to like becoming weirdly more humanized with more ghoul relationships. And that's pretty ironic, because you would think with more ghoul relationships you start hating humans more and more. But no, it's because of his healthier relationships, he starts seeing life a little more different. Banjo. I love you, man, but you're not that interesting. I liked when he had in the manga, spoilers, but I liked when he discovered his like Kaguya, not Kaguya, Kagugan. I don't know. His Kagune. That's what it was. His Kagune, like a small ass, like Ukaku kind, and he was able to like heal people with it, heal himself included. It was so funny to me, but yeah, he just, other than being like being a major simp for Rize and having a small ass Kagune. Hey, does size matter in this universe? Okay, maybe not. Oh, my girl. Oh, man. I'm trying to eat. Like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay. I'm really, really trying, okay? My girl over here. I swear, Itami? I want to say Itami. Okay. Irimi. I think it was Irimi. Or Itori. Who the fuck? Ugh, this bitch. Okay. We'll get to her later. I like her. Okay. Irimi. Yeah, Irimi. That's what her name was. Okay. So we have Irimi. Okay, Irimi. Irimi, I really love Irimi, but she's on the same level as Ayato, I think. Screw it, she's on the same level as Akira. Yes, she's on the same level as Akira. In the manga, she survives and she makes it through Ri, but then she kind of gets somewhat forgotten about in Ri. But I still love her. Okay, I'm just putting it on her because simply I love her. I love the soul change she made, like when she saved that old lady. It broke my heart, and then she goes on about like, oh, when did I get so weak? And it's just kind of sweet, honestly. Alright, I'm going to do one more or two more, and I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go do a part two because my laptop is just like needing to charge, like bad, like real bad. Okay. Pompadour. I like to call him Pompadour, but it's funny that I call him Pompadour despite the fact that there's a guy, I don't know if he's even bigger Pompadour. Ah, man. What was this guy's name? The Great Ape. Devil Ape. Is he just Devil Ape? Yeah, Angie Coma. Of course it's Coma. I feel so stupid for forgetting his name. Okay, Coma, you definitely belong. You don't even